Hi, I'm Kyle Ellingson and I'm an illustrator specializing in narrative drawing. I mainly work for magazines such as the Washington Post, New York Magazine, the New Yorker, Popular Science, and the New York Times. While studying creative writing in college, I established my conceptual approach to narrative illustration and my language-based style of ideation and execution. My goal is to stretch my creativity and search for emotion in strange ideas. Everything that pops into my head is a possible route forward. That's what makes my process personal. Making sense is a process of sending a very personal, coded message to the viewer and trusting that they will rebuild something meaningful in their mind. Surrealism is also an excuse to look into random subjects. You can mingle your imagination with things that are totally foreign to you, remix them and make them strange. It's a way of getting involved intellectually and sensitively with the world. In this Domestika course, you will learn how to use intuitive visual journaling to unlock new approaches to drawing. For the final project, you will create a surreal piece with you versus something in your living space as its theme. To begin, I'll discuss surrealism and how to distill our surroundings into symbols to be recast as narrative elements. Next, we'll brainstorm a series of lists, starting with the dysfunctional objects in our living spaces, so we can choose one and define a conflict. We'll repeat this process for your reactions to this object, alternative settings, and an opposing force to create tension. We'll then translate these visual elements into a thumbnail for our composition. We'll then sketch using shape-based drawing techniques, as well as perspective devices. After inking the line work, we'll continue in Photoshop, adding color, texture layers, and rendering effects. Lastly, I'll share some advice on how to store and showcase your work and how to keep evolving. By the end of this course, you will be able to turn anything into the emotional material needed to compose a strange yet personal narrative drawing. Although you can use whatever materials for this course, I suggest a sketchbook, Bristol paper, drafting tools, an ink pen, and basic Photoshop skills. Turn everyday objects, environments, and conflicts into memorable narrative illustrations.